This is how the video released by Islamic State begins. We've decided not to show the rest, but in it you see James Foley, his head shaved and dressed in an orange jumpsuit. He appears to read a statement condemning the American government, while this man, holding a knife, stands next to him. Then the figure in black speaks with a clear British accent.
Any attempt by you, Obama, to deny the Muslims their rights of living in safety under the Islamic Caliphate will result in the bloodshed of your people.
The video then shows James Foley being murdered. And it then shows another man believed to be an American, Stephen Sotloff, also dressed in an orange jumpsuit. James Foley was a journalist who'd reported from some of the world's most dangerous places.
In that city, we observed about 3 nights of continuous shelling. We believe at least 20 civilians were killed.
He disappeared in Syria 2 years ago. Today, his family posted this message. "We've never been prouder of our son Jim. He gave his life trying to expose the world to the suffering of the Syrian people. We implore the kidnappers to spare the lives of the remaining hostages. Like Jim, they are innocents. They have no control over American government policy in Iraq, Syria, or anywhere in the world." We spoke to his friend and colleague on the line from New York.
Nothing was going to stop him. He had a lot of courage and a lot of smart courage. I mean, it was calculated courage. He was very professional. He had a great career and he had a very bright future in journalism. He was one of the best.
The Islamic State says this killing is in retaliation for American bombing raids like this one against them in northern Iraq. British forces have not been fighting, but they are helping the enemies of Islamic State. And today David Cameron cut short his holiday to chair an emergency meeting. The Foreign Secretary says the Islamic State, what he calls ISIL, does want to target Britain.
We know that it is ISIL's intention to launch attacks on the West when it is able, and part of its purpose in trying to create this caliphate in Iraq and Syria is to provide a launch pad for attacks on Western interests.
The murder of an American citizen is putting more pressure on President Obama. The possible British identity of the murderer is doing the same for David Cameron. Andy Bell, 5 News.